Well, we are here without further ado to introduce the Michael Rubin Book Award winner. Things I say to pirates on nights when I miss you. That's really awesome. So I'm not going to gush over this book, even though I love this book, and I'm so proud of Keely and so proud of it to even have been able to be a part of creating this. AnneMarie Munn, the designer, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. The judge this year was Major Jackson, so I'm just going to read a little blurb. I think he says it a little more eloquently than anyone does. This is about Keely's amazing book. In both the historical and popular imagination of outlaw culture, the pirate occupies a central place as a swashbuckling, rogue seafarer, driven by banditry and greed for treasures. In our literature and movies, he comes to us as a skull-laden, eye-patched, and with gaudy earrings, a curved sword, and a ruffled, puffed-sleeved shirt. Out of the marginal spaces between ocean and sky, out of the stack of history books, Keely Hyslop rescues pirate Anne Bonny as female warrior and instigator of this robust collection of poems. Like her muse, the speaker in these poems is ferocious, eccentric, wild and uncontained. And yet, in these poems, one encounters a measured yet nourishing and questing intelligence in love with language and song. This is the book that we've been waiting for, featuring a woman not afraid of the adventures of the mind nor the open seas of the heart.
It takes a really special book to, I still love this book after having entered every single poem into typeface, margin, perfect justification. This is a really, really special book. And I'm so pleased to introduce Keely. Keely Hyslop was born in California's San Joaquin Valley. She left the asparagus fields and Tule fog to study at University of California, San Diego, and then left the naval bases and sunny beaches to return to Northern California for her MFA at San Francisco State. She currently lives in the Bay Area with her loving partner and their two malicious cats, Yoshimi and Dexter. Her publications include 400 Words, Sparkle and Blink, Fourth Magazine, Poecology, Weave, Conversations at the Wartime Cafe, and others. For more information on what she's reading and what she's writing, visit KeelyHyslop.com. That's KeelyHyslop. Please welcome Keely.
So before I start reading poems, I just want to give another thank you to Callie McNerney and AnneMarie Munn, who were really the ambassadors of this book. Like, Callie McNerney was both good cop and bad cop. She's the reason this thing got done. And AnneMarie Munn has just had such an amazing artistic vision for its design. So buy them drinks, give them hugs. I also really want to thank Unwoman and Liz Green for coming and performing, doing such an amazing job. They have chapbooks, they have CDs, and I'm sure they would also like to be bought drinks, so please look into that, guys. So, yeah. First poem is a letter. Let me go ahead.
Mic control.
Dear Anne Bonny, this isn't a love letter. Murderers don't deserve love letters, and just because your breasts sway beautifully when you hack away obstacles with your cutlass doesn't mean I don't notice the bloody severed fingers and ears littering the ground behind you. Just because your ass juts out like a promise when you lunge forward with your sword to puncture your opponent's rib cage, don't think I will forget what you are. I am not a pirate, because I always cover my foes in Kevlar before I strike them down. I am not a pirate because when I fight, we are both wearing masks. Don't contact me again. This one's called What It Is Like to Be a Woman Pirate. Believe that it is your luck alone that keeps the fair winds blowing, your swearing and cursing keeps the Royal Navy away, your sea shanties hold at bay the red sky morning. Believe that when Charon's boat appears in your scope, you will take the helm, forge ahead with the grim silhouette. Full sail, lads, let the wind fill her belly. Charon is only an accident boat, and you are a great man of war. A husband is a wind always blowing in the wrong direction. A husband keeps you weather-bound at port, buffeting your bow with expectations. A lover is a fresh breeze against your unfurled sails that lets you go free. A lover does not have a house for you to keep, nor a bed for you to lie in. A lover bribes the alehouse owner, leads you to the storeroom. A lover takes you to sea in a stolen schooner, invites you into his hammock. A husband is a contract you can break. A lover is an ongoing negotiation. I am the captain, but you are always the one giving orders. And the men obey you. Do they obey you because you are my right-hand helpmeet, a lifeboat headed to shore to collect supplies still under my command? I crush your whole body against mine when I kiss you, cover your mouth with my own. I won't let you breathe until I'm satisfied. I ask you if you know that on this ship you are below me. Instead of answering, you climb into the rigging to trim the sail. You tell me you sense a gale is coming. Wanted, salty sea bitch, sea witch, musket-wielding buccaneer, scabrous strumpet giving to swearing and cursing like a Jacqueline Tar, fearless female Tomaneer who never turtles in a storm, tempestuous mermaid siren with extensive portfolio of seductive serenades and documented history of success in compelling sailors to wreck their ships upon jagged shorelines, wind-weathered lass who can handle a cutlass, sore-fisted scrapper, loose woman with a wanderlust strong enough to match my own unnatural appetites. You sleep with your fingers coiled around the handle of a loaded musket. I sleep with my hands coiled over your breasts. You tell me I need to keep a weapon close in case of mutiny, in case of boarding, in case the lookout is caught off guard. I tell you I am a light sleeper, good watchdog. I will wake you at the first sign of trouble, and you will protect me. Dear Anne Bonny, I read about your father disowning you. It wasn't for fencing or thieving or anything piratical. It was for love, for marrying below your station. Then the man you married turned out to be an abusive gambler who only loved you for the fortune that was never yours to give. They always expect you to get it right the first time, don't they? But some of us will fuck anyone with the courage to look us in the eyes. Some of us can't tell a slap from a tickle, a deep tissue massage from a knife in the back. When you left him for Calico Jack, it was because you met a man with eyes like perfect mirrors made of glass so smooth it had not been invented yet. And when you looked at his irises, it was you who was looking back and seeing yourself in the proper proportions for the first time. Flirting with Jack in that dark tavern that smelled of sweat, fish, and salt, you were never fooled by his flattery. You saw him for what he was. A collapsing suspension bridge to the pirate you always knew you were meant to become.